In Texas, Angel Maness is an ultra-controlling housewife who makes every single decision for her family.
No, get away. Here at home, it's all about me, and I'm usually right.
My mom is like control freak, neat freak, likes to be the boss of the house.
Take out the trash, please.
When Mama's not happy, no one's happy. She sets the atmosphere.
I just try to be so time efficient, so I'm not stressed. I have all my labels facing out, and I usually line them up, and then I'll start making a second row on top. I color code my closet, and I do the same with my shoes as well. For my snack bags, I put in 8 to 10 grapes, and for the pretzels, 12 to 13.
If I'm gonna get a snack, I ask her, what snack can I have? Either ask her what to do or validate that that's okay to do.
I work out 5 to 6 times a week. It's very important that you look good for healthy reasons. First impressions are lasting impressions, and it's a certain way that I want them to look. I pick out Blake's clothes for the day.
I can't even imagine ever walking into my closet and actually deciding what to put on.
If I'm wearing a tie for the day, the tie has to be hung over the jacket.
I'm more of a follower than a leader. The result of that is that there's not as high a level of respect.
So how was school, Blake?
Whatever.
Throw the ball. Throw me the ball.
Blake Sr. has so little respect, Angel makes him sit in the backseat of the car.
It keeps the confusion down, and she doesn't get the opportunity to complain about the way I drive.
Along with Angel's family, her home has to be perfect, too.
I'm cleaning from the time that I get up to the time that I go to bed. I start at this end and I work my way that way, so that you'll see the lines. If I do not smell bleach in my kitchen or even in my bathrooms, I feel like they're not clean.
And there's no place for pets in this pristine house.
Chew things up, they tear things up.
And that's more work for me to do, so no. I have 2 children. Bryce is 11 months. Blake, he's 11 years old.
And the young Manesses have to be the best. The whole family wears bracelets which read failure is not an option, and that leaves no time for fun.
Go. Pump your arms, pump your arms.
I have to train 6 days a week.
He needs to make at least 100 shots when he's out here practicing. Okay, we're gonna be out here all night. I don't want my children to ever be a burden to society, so that's my goal, is to make them be productive. Start with the sit.
I never have my friends over. I'm always on my mom's schedule.
Keep your butt down, Blake. Lift your head up.
But Angel's about to abandon her control over life and family to swap lives with a woman she's never met 2,000 miles away in California.
Keep your butt cheeks squeezed together.
In California, rude, crude Frankie Roy is a third-generation construction worker.
Go get another piece of rock. Now. I do construction for a living, metal stud framing, sheetrock, welding. I've never had a problem being out in the field with the men.
And one of the men she works with is husband John.
Most people would think that a woman working in the construction trade would be butch. I tell you, she's tough.
What is this?
It's perfect.
Cool.
At home, the Roy family is all about having a good time.
The Roy Happy Hour. We have fun in our family. Hello.
Come on in, Denise.
We have an open door policy in our house. Anybody who comes into our house is family. The Roys are definitely mountain rednecks. That was gushy. Yeah. We are not the type of people that pay attention too much of how people perceive us.
Are you out of your mind?
John!
John, can you please get your butt down here now?
I have 2 children. John Paul, he's 15. My daughter, Heather, is 13. My husband, he has a son, John Eric, who is 20. The Roy family motto is to be yourselves.
I think your mom's hot.
That was good, dude.
I'm very lenient on my children. The only rule in the house is times to go to bed. Otherwise, my son will stay up all night and he won't want to go to school the next morning.
And because they always live in the moment and have no eye on the future, JP's schoolwork is suffering.
Sometimes I spend more time on the computer than I do on my homework. I want my mom to push me harder in school.
I am not a Susie homemaker. Dirty dishes don't bother me. Dirty laundry absolutely doesn't bother me.
This family is filthy. It's like living in a trough full of pigs.
I have yet brought a girl to my house, except for one. That was kind of embarrassing myself because it's usually dirty. I definitely want to see that change.
And with 6 cats and dogs, it